Hello everyone! It is December 27th, Saturday, 2025. Welcome to today's show. I am your host, Sun Noani. Today, I'm super excited to introduce a trending article picked straight from the archive just for you. You know, I was digging through some papers, and I found this really cool one that solves a problem we all have: homework presentations. Well, for the adults listening, business presentations. We all hate making slides, right? It takes forever to make them look good. So the paper I want to talk about today is called SlideTailor, Personalized Presentation Slide Generation for Scientific Papers. The URL is chase.c equal 20,292. It is a bit long, but bear with me. Okay, so let me break this down for you. This paper is tackling a really tricky problem, basically using AI to automatically turn a scientific paper into a PowerPoint presentation. You might be thinking, wait, can't AI already do that? Well, yes and no. Existing tools are kinda. How do I put this? They're a bit generic. They just grab text and slap it onto a slide. It doesn't feel like you made it. But this SlideTailor is different. It is trying to solve the problem of personalization. Because everyone has their own style, right? Some people like lots of bullet points. Some people prefer big pictures and almost no text. Some people want to tell a story, while others just want to show the hard data. So the researchers at the National University of Singapore came up with this awesome idea. Instead of writing a huge, long prompt telling the AI exactly what to do, you just give it examples. That is right. You give it a pair of files. One paper you wrote before, and the slides you made for that paper. The AI looks at that and goes, I see. This is your vibe. It learns your style implicitly. And then you also give it a visual template, like your school or company PowerPoint theme. This is super smart because, usually, explaining your style in words is really hard. Like try explaining to a robot. I want to professional, but not boring, and detailed but not cluttered. The robot would be so confused. But showing it an example works perfectly. Then you tell about the tech inside. They use something called an agentic framework. Think of it like a team of little AI workers. First, there is a preference distillation agent. It studies your example files to understand your taste. Then, there is a paper reorganizer agent. It takes the new paper you want to present, to reorganizes the story to fit your style. And here is the coolest part. They invented something called main of speech. This is a really big deal. Usually, AI just summarizes text for the slide, but SlideTailor thinks about what you are going to say first. It writes a speech script for the presenter, and then designs the slide outline to match that speech. This makes the presentation flow so much better, because you know, the slides are meant to be not just read silently. So, how can we use this technology in our everyday lives? I have thought of 3 really cool examples for you. First up, let's talk about video streaming services. Think about YouTube or Netflix. Imagine you are a content creator. You have written a long script or a blog post for your next video. Using SlideTailor technology, you could automatically generate a storyboard or visual slides that match each channel's unique style perfectly. It could even generate the narration script for you. This could help YouTubers make high-quality explainer videos way faster. Or for Netflix, imagine automatically generating recap slides for a complicated television show, tailored to the visual style of that specific series. Second, let's look at interactive learning. This is huge for students like me. Teachers often have these dense textbooks or long papers. With this tech, a teacher could upload a textbook chapter and also upload one of their previous favorite lectures. The AI would generate a whole new slide deck for the new chapter. that looks and sounds exactly like that teacher. It creates a personalized learning experience. And because it uses that Chino Spain I mentioned, it can even be turned into an audio lesson automatically. Third, think about learner entertainment. Imagine you are in a meeting or a game. You're talking to an AI character. You hand the AI a document. The AI instantly projects a holographic presentation in the air to explain it to you. But instead of a generic box, the hologram matches the aesthetic of the game world or your company branding perfectly. This technology allows the AI to understand visual style, so the digital content feels seamless and immersive. Now, you might be asking, Annie, how is this different from just asking the chat to make slides? Great question. Comparison is important. So, if you use a standard tool like a chat or some other slide makers, you usually get generic layouts. They often mess up the images or put too much text on one slide. Also, they struggle to follow specific design rules unless you give really complex instructions. SlideTailor is different because it is multimodal from the start. It looks at the visual layout of your example slides, not just the text. It understands that. Oh, usual on the second slide, this user likes to put a big photo on the left and text on the right. Standard tools rarely capture the level of layout preference implicitly. Also, compared to text-only summarizers, SlideTailor creates that speech script dimension. This means the slides are designed for an oral presentation, not just for reading. It connects the visual content with the spoken content. That makes a huge difference in quality. The researchers even built a new dataset called STESTIS. They found that their method was much better at keeping the user's style, compared to just prompting a big model like that for directly. That is pretty impressive. So to wrap it up, SlideTailor is like having a personal designer who knows exactly what you like. It takes the boring work out of presentations, so you can focus on the fun part, which is actually talking and sharing your ideas. And with the Messiah's feature, we are one step closer to AI that can fully present for us. Maybe even generating a video of an avatar giving the talk. How cool is that? I hope this gets you excited about the future of AI and creativity. That is all for today's deep dive into the archive. Thanks for listening. This has been Sano Annie. Signing off for now. See you next time.